Hey Alicia, what's an escalation clause?
That's a great question. I get asked that a lot actually. It depends if you're looking at it from a buyer or a seller. Let's look at it as a buyer first. So in the market we're in today with such low little inventory, we're seeing multiple offers coming in on just one property, right? Because there might be 10, 15, sometimes up to 25, 30 buyers for one house, if you can believe it. So one of the strategies as agents is to submit an escalation clause. It's a separate addendum or piece of paper that goes with the contract that's written on your behalf. So when you put your offer price in, the price that you're saying you're willing to buy the house for, you may offer full price, which is what you're thinking, wow, great, I'm giving full price, I should get the house, right? But what if there are 10 other agents writing an offer for full price for their clients? So what this does actually is give an escalation, increasing your price only if another offer is in play, and it escalates up to a limit. So let's say a house is $200,000 and you say, I will offer 210, but I don't want to offer $210,000 unless I need to. Mr. Buyer, I understand. Why would you pay more than you need to, right? So what you're going to want to do is write an escalation clause. So you can always start at the full price of the offer price, which we know if there's 10 offers, full price is probably going to be the minimum. Maybe you should offer a little bit more, which is what I always recommend. But let's just start with the full asking price of the house, the list price. So $200,000 is what your offer price would be on the main contract. Then the addendum would come into play and you would say, I will pay over any other offer up to a certain amount, up to $210,000. And I will escalate my offer by 500, 1,000, 2,000, you name it, however you want to play, up until that limit. And then you submit the offer. And hopefully no one else is escalated above your $210,000. So that's how it works as a buyer. As a seller, when you're seeing all the offers come in, you're going to see all the different escalation clauses. What you're looking for is the highest escalation clause, and so you're hoping that another one will beat it. So that'll be the base limit. So if 210 is the base limit from this one offer that came in, let's say buyer number two wrote one up to 220. So then that 210 would go above $2,000 above if they said buy 2,000 to then 212 would be the final price. I hope that makes sense. And it's a definite way not to overpay, but to be very competitive in the market that we're in, only if the buyer is willing to write that escalation clause. Buyer needs to be comfortable with that and be approved up to the amount that you're willing to escalate to. So it's really key that your mortgage lenders are aware of this happening. And also you have to think about how appraisals come into play. And we talked about that in the last Escalation, of course. So kind of reference that if you've got questions on appraisals. And I'm always here for your questions. So that was Escalation this week.